Hello, welcome back to part two of my MegaMek tutorial. In this one, basically we'll go over the basics of setting up a game, either with other players or with the bots. In the last episode, we covered how to download and install the game, how to launch, all that good stuff. So here we are in the MegaMek program. This is the screen that you see. To explain it all, here, this main window here shows basically what units you'll have picked, whether it's your tanks, your mechs, your aircraft, whatever you got going on. This will show your pilot information. This will show player information, and this is the battle value, which is basically like it's a point system for those who don't know, for balancing the game. It's a the competitive point system essentially that's developed to kind of get past the old system, which used to just be by weight. So like 100-ton mech versus 100-ton mech would be considered an even challenge. But as it turns out, not all 100-ton mechs are equal to each other. Some are way better. So they got rid of that tonnage system and replaced it with battle value. Now, I'm all alone in here. It's tiny. I have no battle value because I have no units selected. So if your friends are connecting, they will appear right here in your player list. If you have no friends to play with or no one who happens to play Battletech at the moment, you can go right here to add a bot. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to choose a bot. Let's see here. You can pick a configuration for them essentially. It's sort of a personality type. We're not going to worry about any of that. We're just going to go with what we got. So it's got a sort of down the middle type of behavior, and the name for it is Princess. So we're going to hit OK, and you'll see. Oh, don't bother me with this again. So this is the documentation on the bots. You can read that if you really want to. No need at the moment. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to settle on a battle value. What's a good battle value for you? Eh, it probably depends on how experienced you are as a player and how much time you want to invest in doing this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for something real simple here. We're going to add a combat unit. This button right here. This is how you add units to your army. Basically, this is called your army right here. We're going to go for a very down the middle mech. So you're going to choose a unit type. You got all these choices, everything from support vehicles and space stations to mechs, tanks, battle armor, infantry. We're going to go with a mech. From the weight class, we're going to go with medium. You got all kinds of different weight classes. The light, medium, heavy assault really apply to the tanks, the mechs, um, so the aircraft, like the aerospace fighters. Super heavies in there as well. And then these other options generally apply to spacecraft and whatnot. So we're going to go for a medium mech. And then you got your choice of what kind of sets you're going to play with. You've got the Inner Sphere Introductory Box Set, which is your most basic. It's called Level 1. Level 1 Battletech. It has your classic basic units, and then you have the non-box set, which is the Level 2 Battletech, which includes things like pulse lasers and extra large engines, endo steel, and then you have the clan stuff, which is it's also level 2, but it's clan. We don't need to get into that. That's something that you can look at yourself, or I can go over in a future episode. We're going to stick with introductory box sets. We're going with medium. We're going to choose one of the most basic workhorse type units out there, the Centurion CN9-A. And you can even expand this if you want to. You can look at the different stats for the machine. You can see that it has for weapons an auto cannon 10, an LRM 10, a couple of medium lasers, one of which is pointing to the rear. And it moves, walks 4, runs 6. It's a very basic unit. So we're going to select that. And what we're going to do is we're going to select another one. So now we have two. We're going to right click on this one. And we're going to, It's a little bit different from the program I'm used to. There we go. Change owner. We're going to give it to Princess. Princess now has the same mech that we do. Oh, hang on. For some reason, I'm not sure why, but they have given us a better gunner and pilot than the mech gets. It's probably something in the settings that I haven't gone through. But essentially, for your first bot battle, this isn't too bad. So you can see that our battle value is a lot better than theirs. And the reason why is that gunnery and piloting difference. So again, not all 50-ton mechs are the same. In the old system, this Centurion is worth as much as this one because they're both 50 tons, but mine is worth more in the new system because it has a better pilot. Now, we're going to go over here and select a map. In this case, we're going to choose Patchwork Clear. It's a basic. Let's see, double click. Let's see here. Set as the board. There you go, and you see the board pop up here. This is a pretty basic map for the beginner player who's just getting their feet under them. Now we're all set to play. If you really want to, you don't like your guy just being a blue or a red or whatever you happens to be, you can click right here on this camouflage. You can go through here. You can spend all the time in the world you want, or as much patience as your partner has that's playing with you. The bot will wait forever. You can choose a new camo pattern. You got your basic solid colors here, and then you have your factions. So we're gonna look at miscellaneous. How about mercenary? We're gonna give ourselves a pretty cool orange camo. There we go. Actually, you know what? For a tutorial, I really should stick with a solid color. So we'll go with this bright pink so you can always see where I'm at. And let's see here. There's probably a way to change the camo in here, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. All right. So we hit done. The bot will also hit done. Get used to hitting that done button. Now, what I did forget to do in the last window was change the deployment of our units, essentially. But here, what you're looking at right now is the keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to get rid of this in a moment, but you can see that there are a lot of little hotkeys you can use to do things with. I'm pretty used to the program, so I'm going to hit Control K, but feel free to take as much time to look at that as you want in your own game. We're going to get rid of the planetary conditions. The planetary conditions are all basic. It's not going to have any effect on the game right now, but in the future, we might talk about that a little bit. So we're going to get rid of that. You see the player list here. This shows you all the players in the game and whether they've hit the done button or not. Essentially, every time this round report pops up, everyone who's in the game needs to hit done to show that they've read the report or they're skipping it or whatever. This is the initiative screen. This shows who has the initiative and who doesn't. Right now, Princess has the initiative. She beat me 6-5, which means I have to deploy first. In Battletech, the person who has the initiative, who won initiative, has to go first. That gives the other player a chance to respond to them. So we're going to hit done. And as you can see here, I accidentally hit any deployment, which means I can put myself anywhere. Let's see where the bot puts itself. Right there, right near me. There we go. We are deployed. That is how you start a game in Battletech. That's how you launch it. I did mess up on not getting the deployment right, but what are you going to do? Hope this helps you in your own games with your own setup. Stay tuned for more information.